Technology has brought many problems with it: cybercrime, cyberbullying, and more. But we forget that it has also given us a great opportunity. Sometimes you can see things that no one would believe you without a video recording. If you told them that a monkey walked on a bridge rope or that a freshwater turtle challenged adult lions, would they believe you? But those were the old days, and now we can take video at any time. Like a frog traveling while sitting on the face of a fish. Here are 1 in a million events that you wouldn't believe if they weren't recorded on camera. If you're ready, let's get started. A baby must be approached by a dangerous animal, especially a cobra snake. Obviously, this baby's parents didn't remember this rule, because this baby is surrounded by 4 cobras. Although the video of the baby sleeping peacefully looks like a doctored video. This video is completely real. Cobras don't choose to bite unless they are cornered or have to protect their eggs. These cobras may have thought that the baby was their egg, because it's poison, and there's no other explanation for them protecting a little baby like that. Eagles are known for their speed, size, and agility in the wild. Eagles are apex predators and a national symbol of America. They exhibit lethal proficiency in hunting their prey, such as deer, which are helpless against their sharp talons. Unlike other predators, eagles do not waste time wondering what to eat. As hard as it may be to believe, the horses you see here are part of a Native American tradition that has become a ritual. Every July, these wild horses take a road trip into the wild. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It seems to have become a great tradition in the region, with dances with the horses, rodeo challenges, and people gathering as the horses pass by. It's a great ritual to get involved in. Wildlife photographers have seen many strange things, but not everyone gets to see a frog traveling while sitting on the face of a fish. While visiting a botanical garden in Sweden, photographer David came across just such a sight. The frog was sitting on the fish's face in such a way that it was obvious that it was very comfortable. According to the botanical garden staff, the fish, unable to see because of the frog, was bumping into other fish. The reason is that frogs want to establish such a physical bond with their females during the egg-laying period. But when this frog couldn't find a suitable female, he apparently looked for a solution in the fish. Let no one say that the fish was his second choice. After all, he might get upset. A big part of primate evolution is the ability to walk on 2 legs. This primate was so pleased with this feature that he wanted to enjoy it a little too much. Look at the way this gibbon monkey, a kind of clown of the primates, moves. It can easily cross the ropes of the bridge, swinging from side to side, as if there was a safety measure underneath to catch it. Fortunately, he has 2 long arms that he can use in case of emergency, preventing a tragedy. There's a reason lions have the title of king of the jungle. No one wants to mess with them. If it's a creature 1/10 the size of both lions, every day the lions come to this waterhole to quench their thirst, only to find someone else living there. The turtle, whose home is that wetland, obviously didn't want to have guests that day. Maybe turtles are very selfish, we don't know that. The lions literally chase the tortoise away from the lions, blocking them every time they go for anything. Dogs chase cats and cats chase mice. Everyone knows this unchanging rule of nature. But this dog showed great courage by going a bit outside the stereotype. The dog, who obviously loves dealing with cats, preferred to face big cats instead of just any cat. Barking at the lions and threatening them, the dog is in a way calling the lions to fight. The interesting thing is that the lions do not interfere with the dog. Obviously, the lions, who had already eaten their fill, decided not to bother with this confused dog. I hope whoever owns the dog will warn him, because the lions may not be so calm next time. It's always strange to see wild animals where people live. They usually can't figure out our model structures. But this ostrich knew what to do when he set off. The cyclists filming the race almost fell off their bicycles laughing. Normally, ostriches are not very gentle animals. But this ostrich lets the cyclists go on their way after a little race. In this strange video, this hunter catches the bird with his hands very easily. There are many things happening in this world that we don't want to be there for. We are used to glaciers melting and breaking apart due to global warming, but when they melt and break apart, they bring with them not only floodwaters but also mud puddles. These mud flows can be much more destructive, taking everything in their path. This image, recorded in a valley in Pakistan, is an example of devastation. The tropical islands are literally a piece of paradise with their wild nature and beauty. The Galapagos Islands are home to a very different kind of puffin. These Arctic puffins love to hunt small fish, but it's the way they hunt that amazes us all. About 100 of them dive into the water at the same time, disappear from sight, and soon after they come back to the surface. It's like a magic trick. You're more likely to be struck by lightning twice in the same day than to be eaten by a shark. But being chased by a killer whale has the best odds of all. Obviously, the people on this motorboat had very bad luck. Killer whales don't jump on the water very much because it takes a lot of energy. But sometimes they do it just for fun. But there's no need to worry. Because they don't really prefer to attack people. They're just there to play a little bit. And that makes for a great video opportunity. Moles aren't exactly the most human-like animals. That's why they are always digging holes and living a life away from people. When this mole is caught, he can't stop shouting like an old auntie. I think that's what they do when they think they're in danger. It's their way of letting their other friends hear them. A lot of people are afraid of small spiders. But this woman is much better with insects than she should be. This Malayan forest nymph is one of the largest insects in the world. In fact, it's the largest of all the Daynet grasshoppers. Thanks to the colors of its body, the Malayan woodland fairy can camouflage itself very well in nature and hide from predators. What's even stranger is that its eggs look like little chocolate surprise eggs. The real images of these insects, which we know a little bit about in animated movies, are much more interesting. In this way, the antenna of the car is attached to the antenna and lives its life on its adventure. Not all lionesses are good at hunting. A few can make a mess of things, just like this lioness. The lioness who thinks she can easily understand Gazelle, who is an open target, is a bit too quick for Gazelle, who calmly makes the right move. Obviously, Gazelle got lucky. Sometimes animals can get tired due to human visitors. For example, if a crowded and noisy sightseeing bus passes by lions who are already fed up, the lioness may start planning to pounce on visitors. However, who does not study physics cannot accurately calculate the distance required to jump. Eagles are animals that can see very far with their sharp eyes. When they set their eyes on a prey, their only goal is to take it back to their nest. But this time things are a little different. The eagle is unaware that the rabbit in front of it is a kung fu master. Soaring downwards, the eagle is helpless against the rabbit, which makes a perfectly timed leap. When it comes to big cats, lions and tigers steal the spotlight. But we mustn't forget the lynx. Recording one of the lynx with interesting abilities, this person catches a lynx jumping onto the shore. Remarkable for their agility and balance, lynxes can even feed on glass 8 times their size. So it's a good thing that this recording was made from a distance. South Asia is known for its tropical rains and tsunamis. But what about the marine environment? A giant sea cyclone is threatening the city off the coast of Malaysia. Rumor has it that the cyclone stayed off the coast for a full 5 minutes until it approached the giant skyscraper and disappeared. If that wasn't the luckiest day for the people in that skyscraper, then I don't know what was. This sheep falls into the same hole twice in a row. When the helpers see that the sheep is trapped in a very narrow space, they want to intervene immediately. As expected, the sheep, frightened, wants to run away as soon as it is freed, but it does not calculate that it will run into the hole again. Obviously, it needs to be freed again. Whether this sheep ever made it home is still a mystery. Of course, monkeys have the right to enjoy the pool too. Now we see the winner of a cotton candy eating contest. If you want to learn how to eat a cotton candy, you've found your teacher. Waiting gracefully, the woman suddenly starts using her predatory skills and eliminates the cotton candy in seconds. Then continues, as if nothing had happened. On July 5, 2019, a YouTuber hit an earthquake while shooting a makeup video. But the intensity of the earthquake he hit was so great that there was no makeup left and no sturdy household items. The YouTuber, who drew Joker makeup on his cheek with the earthquake that started just as he was applying lipstick, was very scared during the earthquake that lasted a few seconds. But fortunately, he survived without injury. Surfing is one of the most exciting and adrenaline-filled sports in the world. But the danger level can change when the waves get too high, or when you are attacked by a shark. At the World Surfing Championships in 2015, a professional surfer was calmly hanging out in Jeffreys Bay in South Africa, when suddenly he felt something on his board. When he looked around, he realized he was being attacked by a shark. Fortunately, with the intervention of the lifeguard team, the athlete was able to survive. There can be people in the world or around us who are too competitive. They want to destroy whatever obstacle is in their way to win. This woman who lost her racket in a table tennis tournament does not want to break away from the competition. She continues the game by returning the ball with her head. We have to admit that she is very good at it. In this image, the Kangal dog is destroying the tiger. The Kangal has put so much pressure on the tiger that despite the blows, the tiger doesn't even want to fight back. The Kangal wants to try his strength on the lions but is disappointed and has to watch as the lion takes the meat from his mouth and eats it. So we can say that it is a wise choice to turn to his more toothy rival, the tiger. Roosters are normally the protectors of their coops, but in this image, the rooster is in trouble with a contrary accident. Geese are very aggressive animals known by most people. Here, the mussel pinches the rooster so badly that the rooster, who has the opportunity to escape, immediately runs away to save his life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let us know in the comments and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications about our future content. Feel free to watch the videos on the right and left sides of this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.